Hey, did you know that the Torture Pod has merch? Yeah. Over at redbubble.com/people/torturepod, we have a whole bunch of different items that you can wear, adorn on your phone or your computer or your car to show your love for torture. We have Brazen Bull t-shirts. You can have the torture logo on a mug. Gilles Garnier on Hat Day on a hat, if that's what you choose. Welcome to La Tumba shower curtains. I mean, literally, anything you want. iPhone cases with sort your fucking life out on them. I mean, how much better does it get? And remember, all Pride merch sold, profits go directly to the Trevor Project. So you're also helping people in the process of showing your love for the podcast. So go to redbubble.com/people/torturepod. And as all the kids these days say, get your fit on, bro. I don't know if that's what they say or not. I'm not cool. The subject of this episode is the lesser-known aspect of the European witch trials. From Switzerland in the 1400s to Spain in the 1800s, we'll cover a very specific acolyte of the devil that was claimed to roam the countryside, dismembering and eating animals, tourists, and children. After meeting with a man dressed in black, they would, allegedly, gain the ability, with the use of a salve or specialized belt, to transform into one of nature's deadliest hunters. And anyone could get accused, tried, convicted, and put to death for this crime, as long as you were poor, strange, or just in the wrong place at the wrong time. One of the oldest of mythologies, a form of it going all the way back to the very first action-adventure. It's a monster that has plagued our movies, campfire stories, and nightmares. And we'll see the medieval Europeans take them down with the criminal justice system. Today, on our Halloween episode, we give you the rarely spoken about Werewolf Trials. I'm Kevin Young.
I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in darkness. I'm not dead, nor am I alive. I'm undead. Forever.
Oh, it's a riddle. Jesus?
Strad.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, Jesus was more of a lich than he was a vampire or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is torture. I've always wanted to do a Halloween episode, but we always kind of, every time we do our Halloween episode, I don't realize it's our Halloween episode. It's like, oh, fuck, this is going to come out around Halloween. We didn't do a Halloween episode. So.
Yeah, I mean, that week we cut her like Teletubbies or something.
Yeah. So, here we go. Oh, boy.
Werewolves. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they don't get I don't think they get talked about near as much.
No.
And I wanted to, I was like, I'll cover a witch trial, I guess. Everybody does witch trials, but there are a few that never get spoken about, really. Some big ones that get rarely, talked about. And through my, rabbit hole goings down, seems like they put werewolves on trial. It's like, well,
that's pretty cool.
Fun. Yeah, that might be fun. Well, if only they were real.
Some poor fucker gets hairy knuckles when he hits teenage years. And it's like, get him!
Have you seen Steve Cooper? He looks so
Yeah.
I saw him take off his barrel the other day, and it's just hair from head to toe.
Poor
Oh,
Steve.
shit. So what you been up to for the past couple weeks?
Coughing.
Coughing? Yeah. Out there.
It's nice enough to mute myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, I know, just same shit. Just working.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
It's my entire life. As an American, it's my entire life to get up, go to work, come home, go to bed, get up, go to work, come home, go to bed. That
Freedom,
is the
baby.
land of the free. And the
That's
home
it.
of the perpetually tired.
Yeah. I saw the footage of the protests.
Oh, yeah,
Over
the
there.
King's protests.
Yeah. And the AI video.
Oh, with them in the jet shitting
Yeah.
on people? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's such a toddler.
Yeah. It's very apt for him. You know.
Yeah.
He's
Now
awfully
he's
funny.
now he's destroying part of the White House so he can put in a fucking $200 million ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, look. Leave him to it. Eventually somebody will probably shoot him.
Well, I won't hold my breath, but I got my fingers and toes crossed. I just, he's going to spend all this money on this ballroom, and I just hope whoever the next president is just uses it to store, like, Halloween decorations or something. They
Beanie
just
Babies.
use it. Yeah, they just use it as a big storage area.
Yeah.
Like that person who gets the home gym, and they never use it. And the next thing you know, their ellipticals covered in, like, clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be
just
fucking
walking there.
brilliant.
It's just they moved like their drunk uncle or something out there. He's just lifting beer bottles, like the tent from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Billy Madison, the tent from Billy Madison that he builds himself so he can get away from his from the mansion. Yeah, it's just gonna have a giant moose, stuffed moose,
Fucking brilliant.
and a cot. Oh, fuck.
And they just leave him in there. You know, because the state suddenly has to start taking care of him because they figure out that he has a mental disability or some shit.
Yeah. You're going to do all this work to get people off of Medicare, and then he's going to end up needing it because he's, dementia-ridden and incontinent and
Yeah.
shitting in
What was the
himself.
joke? What was the joke he said there about the 100% of jobs thing? It was fucking hilarious.
No, I don't know. I try not to hear too much of what he says.
He said virtually 100% of net job creation in the last year has gone to migrants. Actually, beyond that number, it was like far beyond that number. It was much higher than 100%. It's like you can't be higher than 100%.
Higher than 100%.
You've reduced prices 40, 50, 60, 70, 72, 80, 90, 150%.
It's just
We're paying you for the drugs.
it's the nightmare we live in over here, man. I tell you what, it's fucking ridiculous. And yeah, now they pulled the press credentials from like 99% of the reporters at the Pentagon. Nobody at the Pentagon's allowed to talk to anybody in Congress without written approval. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Do you want Nazis? This is how you get Nazis.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God. Did you see the video of your man? I think I might have don't know if I sent it on to you before, though. It's, what's his name now? That's the DM for Critical Role.
Oh, Brendan Lee Mulligan?
Doing the Donald Trump, if Donald Trump was in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah. Sauron, if he was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's
so fucking funny.
It's fucking great.
God, you have a little tomato. You ever see him eat a tomato?
Got the best orcs. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my God. I didn't realise. Well, I kind of also did realise, but I kind of also didn't realise. There's a lot of double negatives there. That how much shit there was on werewolves in popular culture.
Yeah. There are a lot. We're going to try to focus mostly on just the trials, but yeah, we'll talk a little bit about some of the folklore and how werewolves came to be. They go back a long ways.
Yeah.
Long ways. One
I
of
know
the
how
very
to kill them
first
at least.
mythologies. The silver bullet thing didn't come till much later. Much later. I mean, you had to have bullets first.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I thought it was anything silver.
Yeah, that takes out a lot. But the whole silver bullet thing does, and I don't even really have it. I read something about it. I didn't put it in here, but that doesn't happen till, I believe, in the almost 1800s.
Oh.
The 19th century.
That long to figure out how to kill them.
Yeah. Well, they're just roaming around. You know.
Yeah.
You'll see plenty of people die. Just which proves that they weren't werewolves because you were able to kill them without.
Yeah, that's true.
Silver. So.
Must have been wearing like a silver bracelet at the time. And their powers waned.
Yeah. Oh well, can you imagine being like a werewolf into BDSM and all your fucking chains they're all silver and you're like, yes, it burns. Oh god.
Next D&D BBEG.
BDSM werewolf.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I hope you are all ready for this. Just a bunch of mythological creatures, and the one thing that gives them pain is what they keep around because they're all into punishing themselves sexually.
That's it. Yes, vampires addicted to garlic bread.
Yeah. It burns so bad. Well, because I mean they can't really eat spicy foods. So he's like, I love spicy food when I was alive, and now that I'm a vampire, I just eat garlic.
Yeah.
It burns all the way down. Oh, God.
Comes out the same way.
I only drink Sunny D.
Oh, good God.
Oh, fuck. All right, Dan, let's take you back to the 16th century France. You are a woodcutter that lives a quiet, secluded existence in a small cottage a few hundred yards inside the forest just outside of town. You keep to yourself. You keep to yourself. Don't go to church. Only head into village if you absolutely have to. And this makes the common folk quite nervous. One morning, a sheep from a farm not far from your cabin was found half-eaten. Animal tracks in the snow and mud led back towards the direction of your home. A few days later, a child goes missing, and the rumors begin. Now, you laugh it off in the beginning. Yes, you had been out in the woods that day, but you lived there, and half the men in the village had been out in the woods looking for the supposed creatures that were attacking the livestock. Then one night, the farmer whose sheep was killed swore he saw you walking naked through the snow by moonlight. It was. Does he have 5 legs?
That's pretty much on par with what I tend to do. So
that's what. It's in the winter.
Yeah,
it's a good way to. It's a good way to stay in shape.
Yeah, you got to get that moon tan on the butt cheeks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, everybody's all about the sun, but I like to go out in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Lift my butt, spread my butt cheeks up,
like my concho.
My concho. I showed the moon my butthole and my concho. And that was all the village authorities needed. You are awakened by a pounding at your door. They barge in and arrest you without giving cause. They take you to the cellar of a church, and the bailiff begins asking you strange questions. Have you ever made a pact with the devil?
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Have you ever worn a belt or ointment to change your form?
What? I only have this nipple belt sitting here. That's all I got.
Who does number 2 work for?
Okay.
You obviously answered no to these questions. Then he leans in. Then why do men see you running on 4 legs at night? Well, after 3 days of, it's like, I like to drink. What do you want from me?
Yeah, poor guy crawling home drunk.
I have a problem. Is this an intervention? Please, I need one terribly. Now, after 3 days of being treated like a monster, you are taken in front of the magistrate. One witness claimed to have found claw marks on a barn door that supposedly matched the size of your hand. Another said that they had heard howling come from your neck of the woods. They tell you to confess, and under the duress of pain from having your arms bound tightly with cords, pulled tighter and tighter every time you refuse, finally, you give in. You tell them you found a belt by the stream one night, and that it made you strong, and that it changed you into a beast, and every time you tried to rid yourself of it, Satan himself would bring it back to you. You are immediately found guilty of consorting with the devil, and sentenced to be broken on the wheel, your skin pulled from your flesh, and burned at the stake. Now this was the torture of the Werewolf Trials.
Nice.
I don't know if nice is the word I would use.
We're going full circle again with the wheel.
Yeah. And then the red hot
keep on
pincers.
toying in.
We're going to see a couple of the there's going to be a little Easter egg episode. We're going to see a couple of the big ones come. Make their way back. Oh yeah.
Like the Rape of Nanking. We're werewolves there.
Before you kill me.
I remember.
You should know. In the early 1900s in Japan, it's gonna get real bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna get real bad. So let's take a look. Weave our way through the centuries of medieval Europe and at where these trials happened, why they happened, and what the outcome was. I hear that fucking cardinal banging against my window again, and I'm going to lose my shit. Fucking hate
you're a free red-blooded American, Kevin. Go outside, get your fucking bazooka, and fucking shoot his ass.
My bazooka is
overkill.
in the shop.
Ah.
I only have my dozens of hand grenades.
Oh, yeah, well, look, stick them all together with some duct tape. Fucking go at it.
My luck, I would throw every hand grenade and the bird would still be there.
Order some shit from Acme. That always works on birds.
It does. Well, then there's just going to be a Kevin-shaped hole in the wall at some point.
Yeah, if you come home and there's a tunnel painted on your wall, don't go near it.
Don't go through it.
Yeah.
You just see the cardinal still going up against the window going, meep, meep.
Yeah.
For our younger generation, that's a callback to a cartoon. Those were things we watched on television. That's the big box your parents have in the front room.
I was going to say, it's not a YouTuber.
It's the giant phone that you can't hold.
It's too big. Imagine getting a giant phone case for your TV.
So let's start at what many agree is the beginning of the werewolf craze. Switzerland. In August of 1428, local authorities in the Lower Valais area in southern modern-day Switzerland issued ordinances against witchcraft. Crop failures, cattle deaths, and harsh winters triggered fear of the supernatural. The council of the region declared that people were secretly forming pacts with the devil. This would include people gaining the power to shapeshift into a wolf. It couldn't be that you're in Switzerland and sometimes it gets cold and your crops die. No, it's gotta be a pact with the devil.
They ate too much cheese, you see, that's the problem. They just started losing their minds.
These wooden clogs are killing my feet. It must be the devil. All these fucking windmills and tulips everywhere. Fucking devil.
Is that not Holland? All the windmills.
That could be. Yeah, that could be Holland. I could be.
That's where the wooden clogs are too.
Yeah, that I could be wrong.
Oh God, poor Dutch listeners now. Like, how dare you stick us in with the Swiss?
Don't put us in with Switzerland.
Damn it.
They're the chocolate people.
Yeah, chocolate and cheese.
Chocolate and cheese and army knives.
Yes. And other things that.
And other things. I'm sure it's beautiful, and I would love to go there. Even though I'm going to be walking around Switzerland, going, "Where are all the tulips at?"
Yeah, waving the Dutch flag as you go. Why is nobody talking like Oogan Noogan Doogan Boogan? Gone to their own goddamn place.
I haven't seen one fucking windmill the entire time we've been here. Waste of money.
They're speaking French and everything, goddamn sons of bitches. Speak your proper language.
Now, the first time...
Swiss rolls. That's something else they're known for. Rolls.
Swiss rolls.
Go to Swiss roll.
I don't know if they're known for Swiss rolls or not. If that's just something that they're called. He's going to Google it.
The Swiss roll.
He's going to Google it. Now, this would include people gaining the power to shapeshift into a wolf, and for the first time in human history, it was now criminalized to become a werewolf, punishable by death. Now, under torture, many accused villagers confessed to things like attending night gatherings in the company of, quote, the black man, flying or traveling supernaturally to these meetings, being given a salve or a potion by the devil that would allow them to transform into wolves or cats, and attacking livestock, killing infants, or spreading disease in wolf form. Some confessions described entire packs of wolves meeting in the forest that would become known as werewolf covens. Now, why werewolves? Well, Vallis was in a mountainous, isolated, and wolf-ridden area. So when cattle started to die mysteriously or someone vanished in the snow, villagers imagined not just wolves, but their own neighbors might be guilty of lycanthropy. Now, unfortunately,
that's when you have sex with werewolves. You're like, you liking that?
Silver? Lichen. Jesus Christ. Now, unfortunately, most of the records of these trials were destroyed. We do still know the basic process of how one would get accused and tried. First, suspicion arose when they were dead animals.
Tim!
Blighted crops or missing people, especially children. Like, this little portion of my farm's dead. God damn it, John's a werewolf.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking there's like a bunch of kids go missing. It's like, guys, the kids are going missing. We got to think about who might be doing this. It's like, well, the old hag up on the hill said there might be Johnny over there, so we go check out Johnny. It's like, oh, yes, the hag. Yeah. Let's go check out Johnny then.
All these children are missing it. You think maybe it's that traveler?
Yeah.
You think maybe he's a killer?
Or the house made out of candy?
I bet he turns into a wolf. Just make that huge jump. Then the accusations by neighbors or others that had been coerced by torture. Then the accused would admit to smearing an ointment on themselves to transform, again, while being tortured. And then the confessed would be burned or beheaded. So,
it's filled with innuendos up until that point, but yeah.
So what would happen to the property?
Puts the lotion on its skin.
What would happen to the property owned by these newly expired werewolves? Well, might be why the local authorities did it in the first place. Their assets would then become the property of the local authorities. Something that we've seen time and time again as we've talked about. These people get accused of something, they get put to death, and then, what are we going to do with all their land? Oh, I guess now the state owns it. I guess it's all ours. I guess we can do whatever we want with it.
I bet you what actually happened was some guy was standing there and they're like, this kid's gone missing. We found this dead animal. And then one guy pointed to the hill and said, there were wolves over there, as in past tense, there were wolves. And he goes, there's a werewolf. Let's go get him.
He's got a little bit of a speech impediment. He's like, there were werewolves.
Werewolves. Yeah.
There were wolves.
Over by Johnny.
What are you saying? There were wolves. Over on the hill, there were wolves.
Yeah.
My God. We have werewolves. We're werewolves. just everybody's going, my God.
All with
babies.
sunglasses. Yeah!
Little babies sitting up in strollers. My God. Now, before this, werewolves only existed in folklore and poetry. But by roping them in with the witches, they went from being a cursed man to a heretic that had made a pact with the devil. Now, not everyone thought that people were transforming into wolves. Clerics and theologians in the area argued that people couldn't actually turn themselves into animals, but merely believed they were animals caused by illusions from the devil or madness. It's like they're not really turning into wolves. It's allegory. They're using it as a metaphor. I felt like a wolf. Nice, son! Turn into one!
Or they were massively on the spectrum and they walked around pretending they were animals, like some kids like that do.
Yeah.
You know, guys pretend he's a dinosaur. He's a were-rex.
Everybody had that one kid in school who walked around thought he was a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah. But regardless of it, if it was real or imagined, the accused would still be tried and executed. Over the next 20 years until 1447, hundreds would be put to death for being either a witch or a werewolf, shaping the werewolf trials to come in Europe. It was mostly people being accused of being witches. There weren't near as many to be executed or even tried for werewolves. It's definitely the lesser of the two, but it definitely was happening. Now, from there, we jump south to France and Germany in the 1500s, known as the classic era of werewolf hysteria. Trials exploded across the countries.
Was this the same era that the underworld was set in when they were wearing all the cool bitch and leather the whole time? Was it Underworld 2? With the lichens?
I don't know if it went back that far or not. You'd have to Google it.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it.
When was the leather jacket invented? And then when was...
A lot of Underworld takes place in modern day. I know what you're talking about. Well, like when they go back and show.
I think it's the second one that's based back in
they show the backstory of how she became a vampire and how the one creates her and all that stuff. But yeah. Now, trials exploded across the countries. One of the first detailed happening in 1521 became known as the werewolves of Poligny. Now, Poligny was a small mountainside town in the Franche-Comté region of eastern France. Deeply rural, forested, and plagued by bandits, famine, and, of course, superstition. Well, suspicions of loups-garous, or wolfmen, began when several children disappeared from the countryside near Poligny. Others were found mauled or partially eaten. Local witnesses described human footprints near the bodies that turned into paw prints, wolves that walk like men, and shredded clothing near claw marks. Look, a footprint. Oh, there's a paw print too. Well, there's no possible way there could have been a human and a wolf here. It had to be the same person.
Some guy walking his dog.
Yeah, exactly. He's just got a really big dog. He's like, oh, look, dead kid. And just kept walking. And so the rumors of wolves being actually people began to flow. Then a traveler was attacked by a wolf near the town. He survived, able to fight it off, wounding it with a knife. Just so happened that a man by the name of Michel Verdun had been found not long after in town with a wound similar to and in the same roundabout spot that the wolf had received. And that was the spark. The local bailiff searched his home and found a, quote, strange salve, which villagers took as proof of witchcraft and lycanthropy. Listen, if you're going to find some type of strange ointment and take it in a guy's room and take that as a sign that he's a werewolf, then I guess we're all fucking werewolves.
Yeah. Could have been ye old Preparation H.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you have this strange salve and we hear you howling at night? I have hemorrhoids. They hurt.
Want to see my dangleberries?
Now, he was arrested and questioned, tortured, and under interrogation, he confessed to making a pact with the devil, who gave him a magical ointment that allowed him to transform, to running through the forest with other werewolves at night and attacking travelers and children, and using the flesh and fat of victims to make sorcerous salves, and went on to name 2 others, Pierre Burgot and Philbert Montat, and as his accomplices. Now, Burgot, a local farmer, was arrested, tortured, and eventually, just like Verdun, gave detailed confessions. He claimed he had once met 3 mysterious men dressed in black who promised to protect his sheep if he renounced God and swore allegiance to the devil. After making this pact, he said he was given a wolf skin and an ointment, and when he rubbed it on himself, he turned into a wolf with claws and fur and ran on all 4s.
I can imagine him sitting there in the privacy of his own home. Just like, oh yeah, you're a bad wolf, boy. You're a bad wolf. You're a bad wolf.
He puts the wolf skin on and he's like running around his house like, I'm a wolf. I'm a wolf.
Ow.
He described running with Verdun through the forest, attacking children and eating their flesh. He said his wolf form was as natural to him as his human one until the ointment's effect wore off. This would be one of the earliest full accounts of how the transformation ritual supposedly worked. And then they got to Philbert Montat. There isn't much known about him, but he was said to have participated in the same demonic gatherings and transformations. 3 were tried in Poligny, and their confessions under torture were used to convict them. They were sentenced to death. The 3 were burned alive at the stake. Now, the authorities thought that this would be the end, that they had purged the region of wolf men, but this would actually only spread more hysteria. Werewolf sightings popping up in parts of France and other parts of France and Germany. In the 1570s, it was a hard time in France. War of religion between the Catholics and Protestants devastated the area, and the autumn of 1572 and 73, 4 children came up missing or found partially eaten, clothing torn apart in wolf-like tracks near villages.
That was the Protestants that did that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Catholics found him and be like, fucking Protestants. And the Protestants found him and be like, fucking Catholic.
Typical Catholic.
Typical Catholics tearing up little children. Now, one 10-year-old found half-eaten and 1 found dismembered. Now wolves were a very real threat in the area, but villagers claimed that the attack seemed unusually cruel, almost personal. And so the rumor spread that it wasn't a wolf, but a man. He looking like a man. He looking like a wolf, looking like a man. Now, in November of 1573, a decree went out giving permission to hunt and kill the loup-garou. Gilles, I'm sure it's Giles or Guy. Gilles Garnier was a poor, reclusive, and eccentric hermit that barely spoke, lived off berries and scraps, smelled of animal fat and smoke, that lived with his wife just outside of the town of Dole.
He's a fucking hippie. That's what you're saying. He's a fucking hippie.
He's just a fucking hippie.
He named his kid Moonbeam. And all he listens to is Willie Nelson.
But then they're going to be like, they named their child Moonbeam because that's where they get their powers of the werewolf.
Exactly.
Big circle. It all comes around. Now, shortly after the decree, a group of peasants claimed to see Garnier in the woods bent over a child's body, saying he looked half human with his matted beard and hair and dirty, bloody hands. That's just his day-to-day, bud. He's a hermit. What do you want? He lives in the woods. Look at his matted hair. He's like,
it's a were-hobo.
On it. I've been putting berry oils on it. I've been working on it. You leave my beard and hair alone.
Takes an awful lot of effort to make it look this shit, people.
This is the style. You think I just wake up and it looks like this?
I got this really cool ointment for putting in my hair that helps me style.
Yeah, some guy in black gave it to me. He said, I'll give you the powers of a wolf. But you really just use it. It's more of a pomade. He was quickly captured and taken into Dole to be interrogated. And like all the other times, Garnier confessed under torture. He claimed one night while looking for food for him and his starving wife, the devil appeared to him in the forest. He was offered an ointment that would allow him to transform into a wolf. And he took it. He said that he began attacking children because they were small and easy prey, that he tore their throats out and carried their bodies to his hut, where he and his wife ate the flesh and used the fat for the devil's salve. He described 4 of the murders: a 10-year-old girl he had strangled and eaten near Dole, a young boy in the forest near Chassanoy, another child near Perouse, and for whom he took strips of flesh home to his wife, and a final victim found mauled near the river Lou. These confessions actually matched real child's deaths that had occurred in the area, confirming his guilt in the eyes of the court and solidifying his title as the Werewolf of Dole. There is some question as to whether or not he actually was the murderer and was going off the idea that he was a werewolf. There are varying theories. Some people say he definitely did it. Other people say there's no way he could have done it because of where they died, and then the whole trying to take food back to his wife. It was just too far away.
Not if you're a wolf and you can run really fast.
Exactly. That's what people don't take into account, is that the whole time he was running.
He's a fucking werewolf.
He's a fucking wolf. They can cover massive distances. Yeah. Now the court
maybe it's a wereman.
A wereman.
It's a wolf that turns into a man, yeah. Just look out for the guy just walking around saying, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
He's got his tongue hanging out. Why is Steve humping that guy's leg? I don't know. Oh, the moon's out. Oh, that's why. When it comes daytime, he'll turn back into a dog and run off to the woods. Now, the court cited both witchcraft and lycanthropy as crimes, and he was found guilty on all counts. And while his wife was only publicly shamed and banished, which I don't think that really matters. She's a hermit living in the woods. I don't think she's that shamed, and banishing her. What are you going to do? Put her back out in the woods? It's like, I live there. You're going to go home. That's what you're going to do. You're going to go back home and you're going to stay there. And she's like, great. That's what I wanted to do in the first place.
They make her put a bra on. That's what it is. That's her punishment. Put a bra on, you stinky hippie.
Give her a bath. No! It's taken me years to gain this layer of dirt. He was burned alive at the stake in January of 1574. Well, that is the majority consensus anyway. There are some that believe he wasn't just burned, but burned with a packet of gunpowder tied to his neck.
You turned him into a hot dog.
Personally, I don't think this happened. Not to say that it didn't happen to others. Usually a person would be strangled or beheaded before being burned at the stake. But for those that were ordered to be burned alive, sometimes the executioner or bailiff would take pity on them and tie a bag of gunpowder around their neck, under their arms, or around their chest. So, yes, they would burn alive for a while, but eventually the gunpowder would ignite, blow a hole in their throat or chest, and even though it didn't always kill them the way it should, usually they died immediately, sparing them from the pain of long, agonizing death. And that's why I don't think it happened to Grenier. They didn't want to spare him the pain. He had killed children. He was a werewolf. He consorted with the devil. They want him to feel as much pain as possible while being burned at the stake.
So they put him on a rotisserie.
Yeah.
And slowly twirl him around so that he could cook in his own juices.
He's like, well, what are we going to do? We got the gunpowder we can put in his mouth, or we got this apple. I do kind of want to eat the apple, but I think it would taste good. The juices all over his face.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody just comes out to see him be burned. It's like, oh, wait, I got a special little thing for you.
Potluck!
They take off like a scarf from his neck, and it's like a gunpowder. And they're like, yay, fireworks!
I thought you were going to say you're going to bring out the plates, all the plastic cutlery, it's like a big barbecue tailgate session.
It's like, wait, are these Dixie? Because I don't need them folding on me while I'm standing there eating. Do we have any tables? No, just put it in your lap. It'll be fine. It's a barbecue.
You'll survive.
Hey guys, Kevin here. So if you have a beard, or somebody in your life that you love has a beard, and you haven't gone to thebeardstruggle.com and used our exclusive coupon code TORTURE19 at checkout to save 19% off your entire order, what are you doing? Why not? I don't understand. They have everything you could possibly need for your beard or for the beard of the person you love. Growth kits, oils, washes, creams, butters, trimmers, straighteners, everything you could need for your beard, your hair, your face, your entire body. And it's quality, the best products you can buy. Over 10,000 Trustpilot reviews with a score of 4.7 out of 5. I mean, you know that you're going to get the best quality products you could possibly get for not just your beard, but your entire body. And with their 90-day money-back oath of honor and our exclusive coupon code TORTURE19, use at checkout, again, to save 19% off your entire order. If there's anything you don't like, which I don't see happening, but just in case, if there's something you don't like, you're not 100% satisfied with, within 90 days, send it back and you get your money back. It's just that easy. So what are you doing? Go to thebeardstruggle.com. Use our exclusive coupon code TORTURE19 at checkout. And as Dan would say, sort your fucking beard out. But where does the idea and mythology of a man turning into a wolf come from? Well, we can go back, to prehistoric times. I'm going to get off this cross. I'm going to show you all. For 3 days, he stayed in that tomb. When he came out, he was a puppy dog.
Full moon.
We can go back to prehistoric times, not like dinosaur prehistoric times, just prehistoric.
Recorded history.
Times. There you go. No written word,
Where
just paintings in caves.
Wikipedia can't even go back that far.
Hunter-gatherers admired and feared wolves for their strength and skill. Shamans in early cultures would wear the wolf skins during rituals, believing that it could channel the animal's spirit, a spiritual shape-shifting, if you will. But for the written historical record, we can jump to 21 BC, ancient Mesopotamia, and the Epic of Gilgamesh, known famously as the first action-adventure story. Gilgamesh rejects the seduction of the goddess Ishtar, which then reminds her of her past lovers and what she did to them. One of those lovers is said to have been turned into a wolf. Quote, "You loved the shepherd who made offerings to you continually. You struck him and turned him into a wolf, so that his own shepherds hunted him and his dogs tore his flesh." Then we can jump to 8th century BC Greece and the story of King Lycan of Arcadia, where, according to legend, Lycan served Zeus a meal of human flesh. Disgusted, Zeus turned him into a wolf, giving us the name lycanthropy. Yes.
I see.
Just like many of the other inventions that we have in this world, democracy and all that. You can
Came
look
from
at Greece.
Todd Democracy.
Yeah. look to Greece for lycanthropy. Norse and Germanic warriors called Ulfandar, or wolf coats, wore wolf pelts and entered battles in a trance-like frenzy, said to give them wolf-like strength. Folklore later built on the idea of men cursed or bitten to become wolves. And then, of course, Christianity had to turn it into a satanic curse. Like, look at all this fun we're having, men turning into wolves, going into battle, and Christians are all like, it's the devil!
Yeah. So that's the thing. Then they went from taking places with hundreds of gods for everything and anything that wasn't positive.
Yeah.
Had to be just this ultimate evil.
Well,
that sounds much cooler than God does, because at least you know what you're going to get with him.
Yeah. And of course, if it's they're going to be like, werewolves aren't in the Bible.
Oh, yes, they are, people. Have you not read the good book?
Yeah. Oh, and I said earlier, head south. I misspoke. Switzerland is actually south of Germany. So you actually go north to Germany and west to France.
Oh, don't worry. I know my European geography. I just tired of correcting you after telling you that it's completely different other end of Europe that you were talking about. I think Holland is closer to here than it is to Switzerland, I'd say. Just funny.
Yeah. Because
maybe actually.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Google Maps. Google Maps time, baby.
It's been nagging at me because I said go south because I of what I have read. I just went off what I read. I didn't even bother looking it up. And whoever put it into their little thing got it wrong. Switzerland literally sits right between France and Germany. So it was more out than south. They moved out. So I apologize to all the people I have offended and hurt through this course of action. I would like to apologize now publicly. I'll try to do better in the future. Now, 1589. No?
Well, it's about 600 kilometers between here as a crow flies, between here and the Netherlands. It's less than that to Switzerland, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You can walk there.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
you could.
I mean, you'd have to take a boat first.
Well, not from Holland, not from the Netherlands to.
Oh no, I meant from Ireland.
Yeah.
You'd have to take a boat. Yeah, take a boat first, or swim, or walk. I mean, you do a Pirates of the Caribbean thing and walk across the ocean floor to, get over there.
That's a great idea.
All you have to do
that
is
right now.
Find some gold that is cursed, and you're good. In 1589, Bedburg, Germany, just like Dole, the Rhineland was wrecked by war, famine, and religious tensions between Catholics and Protestants. Wolves were common, and child death in isolated villages were frequent. Witch trials were already rampant in nearby Cologne and Bonn. Enter a middle-aged widowed farmer known as Peter Stumpp. Along with his teenage son and daughter, he had gained a reputation for being a clever, a bit strange, and prosperous, but not quite noble. The name Stumpp coming from the fact that he only had one hand. Now, through the 1580s in Bedburg, the surrounding villages were reported livestock mutilation, missing and dismembered children, travelers torn apart near the woods, and witnesses swore they saw a large wolf walking on 2 legs that vanished into the brush and was later replaced by a man. Hunting parties were organized. One group chased a wolf and injured it in the leg, then supposedly found Stumpp limping soon after, and that was enough to arrest him. Taken to Cologne and tortured on the rack. See? He confessed a wild story, claiming that all the way back at age 12, he had made a pact with the devil, who gave him a magical wolf belt. And when he put it on, he then turned into a wolf with, quote, the strongest jaws and the sharpest teeth imaginable. It's like, how can you tell which wolf is Peter and which wolf isn't? Oh, it's the wolf wearing the belt.
Yeah, or the wolf that's missing one paw.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of going around like...
Just hobbit along. Yeah. All the kids are making fun of him, throwing fucking beer cans and kicking sticks and shit. Look at his stupid belt. Look, I'm a wolf with suspenders. He roamed the countryside for 25 years, killing and eating 14 children, 2 pregnant women, and numerous animals. And that he had incest with his daughter and had a mistress who was a succubus sent by the devil. He's like, tell us who killed all these children. Fine, I'm a werewolf and I killed the children. I also fucked my daughter.
Yeah.
They're like, what? Whoa.
Doggy style.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, God. It's like, we didn't need to know all that, bud. No, I mean, if I'm getting it all out, I feel like there's some more I should tell. I started a pyramid scheme back in the 70s.
I didn't pay taxes back for the last 10 years.
Money. I have a glove box full of parking tickets that nobody's ever come looking for. I mean, I just feel so good getting this off my chest. Did I mention I had sex with my daughter? It's like, yes, you can stop telling us. Well, I'm bragging at this point. It was...
Oh, God. It's kind of funny, though.
A little bit. Because so much time has gone by, you can laugh at it now. It's fine. Yeah. The authorities looked for the belt, but couldn't find it. He claimed the devil took it back. It's like, where's this belt? Oh, I don't have it anymore. You had it for 25 years, and all of a sudden now it's gone? Yeah, devil's like, can I have that back? Yeah, he only lent it to me for the day, and then time got away from us. He got busy. I got busy. We just haven't talked in a while. So, yeah, he came and took it back. Along with that, all those Savage Garden CDs.
I'm sorry. If anything, that guy listens to Creed. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, you know, he's as a wolf just walking by. Just walking down. Can you take... me high, oh, yeah. Oh. 6 foot from the edge, and I'm thinking, gonna have sex with my daughter tonight. Now, he was found guilty, obviously, and was sentenced to a spectacularly brutal punishment on October 31st.
Listening to Creed.
Halloween, yes. He was put on the wheel. His skin was torn from his flesh with red-hot pincers in 10 places. His limbs were broken with the blunt side of an executioner's axe. Then beheaded, his body was burned at the stake, right next to his daughter and mistress, who were strangled and then burned as well. A large wooden wolf effigy with his severed head nailed to it was erected near Bedburg as a warning. It's like, that. Can you imagine just being a traveler, just showing up and be like, look at that giant wolf. Is that a man's head? Let's maybe not go for breakfast there. They have a Starbucks in the town nearby. We'll be
God,
fine.
no, that'd be worse. Don't do it. Go to the Wolf Head place.
They go to the Wolf Head. Go to Starbucks to get burnt coffee. Go to the Wolf Head place. Now, this trial spread long and far because of a 16-page English pamphlet printed in London the next year titled A True Discourse Declaring the Damnable Life and Death of One Stumpp. It included all the grisly details. The pamphlet spread widely as was reprinted across Europe, making Stumpp the archetypical werewolf for centuries, portraying him as a servant of Satan and used as proof that heresy and witchcraft led to literal beastliness. Leave it to the English to spread the propaganda.
Damn English.
Damn fucking English. Now, in 1598, we would have two notable cases in France. The Gadelians, a family near the town of St. Claude in the Franche-Comté, including Pernette Gandelian, a young woman that would be beaten to death without trial after she attacked several children, and witnesses claim she exhibited beast-like strength and behavior, setting off an investigation into her entire family. Eventually, her brother Pierre, his son George, and their mother Antoinette were accused, under torture, of making pacts with the devil and transforming into wolves. Tried and convicted, they were put to death. And there was Jacques Roulet. When two hunters came across two wolves feeding on the body of a dead 15-year-old boy, they chased the wolves into the forest, and they came across Jacques with his clothing in tatters, his hands drenched in blood, and with shreds of human flesh under his fingernails. Roulet was dragged before the court in Angers, where he was charged with murder. During his questioning, when he may have well been tortured, Jacques claimed that he had been a werewolf ever since using a salve his parents had given him years before. He was sentenced
good old
to death.
hairy knuckle cream. That's all it is.
My dad, he had the talk with me, gave me this lotion, and it just turned me into a beast. I just went to town on myself.
Smells like Axe Africa. Yeah.
My palms have never been more moisturized, though.
And slippery and hairy.
Yeah. He was sentenced to death on the grounds of murder, werewolfism, and cannibalism. He eventually appealed to the Parliament of Paris, and his sentence was revoked and reduced to 2 years in a mental institution on the grounds that his testimony was taken under duress, and during that time he was not of sound mind. In 1603, Jean Grenier, a 13-year-old boy from Bordeaux, France, claimed that a man dressed in black gave him an ointment to become a wolf and kill children, but instead of buying 100% to the idea of becoming a wolf from a salve, the judge found him mentally ill and ordered him to live the rest of his life in a monastery. His story is kind of weird. He had a survivor, actually, who he attacked that stood witness and testimony in court, saying that, he wasn't a wolf when he attacked me. He was just a person, but he attacked me like a savage beast. Apparently he had broken into homes and killed a bunch of infants and was killing dogs. So he was an actual fucking serial killer at the age of 13, but not
a werewolf.
A werewolf.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And for all the people out there that go on about, how could they have ever believed this? People still believe in Jesus.
Yeah. People believe that the world is flat. People believe that one man paid 7 million protesters to protest on one day. People believe a lot of stupid shit. So, yeah. I mean, the Vikings believed that anytime there was a solar eclipse, it was a wolf swallowing the sun. So, I mean,
that makes more sense.
Yeah. Makes more sense than Jesus. Now, between 1668 and 1669, and
69.
Alvadalen, a parish in Dalarna, Sweden, children began claiming that they had been abducted by witches and taken to Blackula, the mythical place where witches were said to gather with the devil. I thought Blackula was Black Dracula.
Black Dracula, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
But it's probably pronounced something weird in their Swedish accent. Blackula or Herferderber, whatever it is. The stories quickly spread, and testimonies from children who described elaborate journeys through the air, sometimes on animals, sticks, or wolves, where they attended nighttime Sabbaths. They claimed to have seen adults from their village participating in these rituals, eating, dancing, and renouncing their faith. In all, about 60 adults were arrested, most poor peasants and servants. They were questioned with water tests, which is, kind of like waterboarding. We covered that stuff in our Chinese water torture episode, the water tests. And many confessed to attending the gatherings and using an ointment to transform. 7 women and 2 men were executed. Dozens of others were flogged, banished, or shamed. And later in 1669, the Mora trials would end in over 80 people being put to death. Now, this would be the beginning of the werewolf and witch hysteria that wouldn't subside until 1676 in, this area of Sweden anyway.
It's like the Nuremberg trials, but for wolves.
kind of. I was only acting under direct orders from my werewolf leader.
The pack leader.
Satan.
Yeah.
Then there was the Hound of God, or Thesis of Kattlebrunn in Latvia. In 1692, an 80-year-old man claimed to descend into hell 3 times a year to fight witches and the devil to recover stolen crops for humanity, which seems like a cool story.
Until you cool.
It does. Yeah, I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Give back my corn, bitch.
And you figure out it's just an old compulsive liar with probably a small amount of dementia, because his story changes several times, and it honestly just gets stupid. He stands in front of a judge,
and his name was Dante.
he went into hell and gathered up as much grain and wheat as he could and brought it back for all of humanity. It's like, that's literally it's literally an armful that he brought for all of humanity. He went and grabbed livestock and brought them back. It was like, well, how did you change? He's like, oh, well, we would put on wolf pelts and do a dance in the bushes and turn into wolves. And we would kill animals in the woods and cook them and eat them. The judge is like, how would a wolf cook the animal? And then he's like, well, maybe we weren't wolves then. It's like, okay. It's like, when did you change? So you're changing in the bushes with a wolf? Where'd you get the wolf pelt? Well, no, there wasn't really a wolf pelt. We just kind of got naked. it just gets
naked.
I was really excited to put this guy in there. It was like, this is gonna be awesome, going down to hell 3 times a year on these saints days, and battling with witches and the devil, and he just turns out to be out of his fucking mind and just making up these goofy stories. Fuck, who cares?
I am making note of it. That is the greatest D&D backstory I've ever heard.
Now, by the 1700s, the werewolf hysteria was on the decline. In the 1720s through the 40s in Hungary and Croatia, peasants were accused of attacking livestock because of a wolf sickness, but the courts viewed lycanthropy as more superstition or mental illness. And from 1764 to 1767, the beast of Chauvendon, a former province in France, there was a series of attacks that was attributed to a werewolf, becoming so notable that even King Louis XIV took an interest, sending professional hunters to find the creature. They eventually killed 2 larger than average wolves. You say, well, why were they larger than average? Well, because they were eating so well. With over 200 attacks in total, 100 were confirmed to have died and 30 injured. If you eat 100 humans in 3 years,
big boy,
you're gonna be a big boy.
Mm.
Now, finally, we end in northwest Spain in the mid-19th century and a man named Manuel Blanco Romasanta. After Manuel's wife's death in the 1840s, he began traveling from village to village, selling goods and offering his service as a guide to people migrating to other regions of Spain. And between 1846 and 1852, at least 9 people who had hired him as a guide, mostly women and children, disappeared. When suspicion fell on Manuel, he fled and lived under an alias until being captured in 1852. Upon arrest, he confessed to the killings, but offered a startling explanation. He claimed that he was cursed with lycanthropy and could not control his actions. According to his testimony, he had been cursed by a priest after an argument and was doomed to change shape. Fucking priests.
Yeah, he wouldn't let the priest diddle the kid. So he turned him into a werewolf.
So he turned him into a wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
He said that during these transformations, he wandered the forest with 2 other werewolves, feeding on human flesh. And back then, priests were like, they were getting with like hookers and prostitutes and you know, nuns. And it was kind of more of an open secret that priests were fucking everything around. Now they try to conceal it.
So Manuel technically was what you'd refer to nowadays as a coyote.
Well,
in a sense.
It doesn't say that the people who were hiring him were
yeah, but a coyote is a
illegal.
type of dog.
It is.
So,
I see where you're
you know,
with it. He was a
connecting
coyote.
all the dots, people.
I'm trying to do a thing here, Kevin.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's all coming up Millhouse now. This whole,
I get what you're saying.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. He would be a were-coyote, which are scary, but not near as scary. Like, I feel like I could take one, but if there's 2, I'm fucked. But like one, I could probably, handle my own.
yeah. Give it a good kick in the face.
Yeah, like a were-coyote is kind of like the little brother of the werewolf. Like,
yeah,
I'm not afraid of you so much, but then your brother shows up, and I'm like, okay.
that's what happens when little people get lycanthropy.
Turn into were-Pomeranians.
Yeah. Sometimes all the short women, the ones that can't reach yourselves.
Just look at him. Look at him jumping around, yipping. just mess up his hair on his head. He's such a good little guy. At trial, he gave remarkably calm and detailed confessions describing how he transformed, how long the changes last, and how he recognized his victims afterwards. He even insisted that he regretted his crimes and could not resist his urges while in wolf form. Forensic evidence, it's the fucking 1800s, later suggested that he had...
It's a bunch of 1800s Spanish people sitting in rooms with like wooden keyboards going hacking shit,
It's like, what is he doing? I don't know. He's got a little box that he's typing his fingers on, and he's looking at another box. He's going, I got it! I'm almost in! The firewall is almost down! We just kind of let him do his thing. He doesn't bother other people.
Yeah, just leave him to it.
I imagine forensic evidence back in the 50s, it was pretty much just like, hey, look, blood.
Yeah.
So
some guy standing there with yellow sunglasses, just putting them on. Like, yeah.
Forensic evidence later suggested that he had stripped the flesh from his victims' bodies and rendered it into tallow, which he sold as soap, earning him the nickname El Hombre del Antu, or the Tallow Man.
Oh, damn it. That'll be like Soap Bro or something.
They call me the Tallow Man, but I'd really rather you called me Soap Bro.
Yeah. Greatest hero of them all.
medical experts were called in, and they debated the question of clinical lycanthropy. A panel of doctors ultimately declared that he was mentally sane and fully responsible for his crimes, and in 1853, he was sentenced to death by garrote.
Sorry, I gotta say, you used the word expert quite loosely there. Now, to be fair, they weren't exactly experts. These are the same people who thought that everything spread by smell, so they shove a lot of stuff up their faces.
I'd have you know, he knows exactly when to change from maggots to leeches.
Yeah.
And he coined the phrase, "Let's do some cocaine about it."
A little bit of cocaine and chloroform.
However, the case took an unusual turn when Queen Isabella II intervened,
turned into a werewolf herself and freed him.
Commuting his sentence to life imprisonment, reportedly because she was intrigued by the psychological aspect of the case and wanted further study into his condition. He was sent to prison, where he died sometime around 1863, likely of natural causes. Now, this case stands out because it is known as the last official werewolf trial in Europe and literally took place just a handful of years before the American Civil War. We're still trying people for werewolfism.
Yep. Doesn't surprise me.
I believe he is a werewolf. Also, have you heard about the whole slave thing over in America and this Abraham Lincoln coming to be? I mean...
Look, do I have to repeat myself about the whole thing about people believing this is the whole hokum thing about this and people still believing with God and all that? You know, it's an awful lot of wars and battles. Even the American Revolution had God involved in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You know, it's written into your goddamn things, whatever. It's all about God and shit like that. So it's not so far-fetched to think that was happening then. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if it was happening now.
Oh, I would 100% guarantee that there's somebody out there that believes werewolves exist. My mom believed that vampires exist for a long fucking time. She's like, no, they're real. No, they're not. No. They're an agent of the devil. Okay, Mom.
Just waiting for the goblins to come running through next.
There are obviously other countries that held werewolf trials. Russia, Poland, Luxembourg, Slovenia, Lithuania, Italy, etc. But these are some of the most famous that helped push forward the werewolf hysteria. And from the first trial in Switzerland in 1428 to the end of the 19th century, it is claimed that over 30,000 people stood trial for witchcraft, and out of that, 200 to 300 were formally tried on charges of lycanthropy. Around 100 to 150 were executed, with numbers dropping significantly after about 1630. That's pretty much all we got about the werewolf trials. Dan, pop culture, please.
Where do you even start to begin?
There's
like,
a lot.
Yeah, like one of the greatest movies of all time, An American Werewolf in London.
I watched that again a couple weeks ago.
Like, what a movie. You know, we have like The Howling. You know, Wolfman.
Ginger Snaps.
The really bad sequel to American Werewolf in London, like it's
American
Werewolf in Paris.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they're in every kind of fantasy folklore thing you'd ever come across as well. You know, again, Underworld.
Yeah.
You know, it's worth watching for Kate Beckinsale alone.
True Blood. I was a big True Blood fan.
What's the name of that other piece of shit?
Oh,
Twilight.
Yeah.
You know, anything really that's anything to do with fantasy or mythology tends to have werewolves involved in.
Yeah, I would say it's probably
some way,
the
shape, or
oldest
form.
of mythological of the beasts that we see as mythological beasts. It's probably the oldest one going all the way back.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. Yeah. Sirius
Remus Lupin.
Sirius and Lupin. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just going through the greatest wolf characters ever. You know, Teen Wolf, if you remember. That's another one.
J. Fox. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go on and on and on for, but I don't think there's anything that really points towards the actual trials, unless it was brought up in one of those movies or TV shows or something like that. I don't think there's, but yeah, they're just werewolves inundated in human culture.
Oz is still the best werewolf, though.
Who?
Oz from Buffy.
Oh, see, I wasn't a Buffy guy. Surprisingly enough, I didn't really watch Buffy.
It's great.
I've heard. I mean, it's not that I haven't seen Buffy. It wasn't something that I watched regularly. I think it was on at the same time as like Pinky and the Brain, so I chose the cartoon.
I love the way I'm on this thing here. It's a list of best werewolf characters, kind of ranked, right? So loads of stuff like Eddie Munster, stuff like that.
Sure,
yeah, there's loads of them on here, and they're all just regular pictures of the people or of their wolf form.
Uh-huh.
Until you get to Joe Manganiello, and it's just him like. It's like the sexiest photo of a person ever.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna post a picture of him, you're gonna post a picture of him, not a
Yeah.
I mean,
but you think, and the werewolves are in everything. Nothing to do with the trials that I know of. I'm gonna double check here now, real quick.
Yeah, what I was looking through, I didn't find anything. Doesn't really mean much, but I wasn't able to find.
No. What's your favorite werewolf movie then, Kevin? Aside from American Werewolf in London, which is like the Shawshank werewolf movies.
I do enjoy Underworld. It's always been the question of what would you rather be, a vampire or a werewolf, and that's. I mean, I feel like werewolves are cooler, but vampires live forever and they're harder to kill. So I think I'd probably go with vampire, but actually, you know what? Van Helsing, fucking love Van Helsing, fucking love that movie.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, a lot of people give it shit because it's low key kind of bad, but it's very good. It's one of those movies it's not great, but it's good.
Dog Soldiers.
Dogs. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's a cheap enough movie. It's like Scottish made movie.
Yeah.
Don't know if you might recognize some of the cast in it. If you look it up, It's really good.
Dog Soldiers. This is the content people come for.
Oh yeah.
I recognize a couple of those people. Yeah.
It's werewolves. Spoiler.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed since that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
There's that one movie came out a couple years ago, Werewolves Within. It's a comedy horror movie. It's got
all right.
Amelia Vanentrub and Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows.
Never watched that. So.
You've never watched What We Do in the Shadows?
I don't think so.
Holy shit, dude.
Hold on.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh, I know what it is. Yeah.
I've never seen the movie that it's based on. It's supposed to be fucking hilarious.
You're talking Harvey Dean.
Yeah, the TV show is fantastic. Matthew Barry is fucking great.
Oh yeah, he can be brilliant in most things. I've seen him.
Fucking told you so. No, you fucking didn't. It's so good. I still got to watch the final season. I get real bad when it comes to the final seasons of TV shows because I put it off because I don't want to watch it and it be over. I still got to watch the final season, but oh god, What We Do in the Shadows is fucking fantastic. Oh. Anyway.
Still looking at the history of Swiss rolls here. Swiss rolls has a direct link with lycanthropy.
Thank you to our patrons, Willoquin Fowler, Sam, and MCat. You can sign up as well at patreon.com/torturepod. 1 week of our cult leader tier for free. Connect with us on all the socials at torturepod. Email torturepod@gmail.com. Buy me a coffee /torturepod. Redbubble.com/people/torturepod for the merch. All Pride merch donated to the Trevor Project. Go rate and review wherever you can. If you're going to rate us, leave a review. We want to know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. And, especially if it's 5 stars or 1 star. Anything in between there, it's like, yeah, whatever. If you leave a 5-star review, tell us how great we are. If you leave us a 1-star review, you better tell us how fucking shitty we are and why we're shitty. God damn it. So I can read it on here and make fun of you.
It's because we didn't give them the definitive history of the Swiss roll.
That could be because I got the location of Switzerland wrong. I was thinking of a different country.
You're going to piss off all the Dutch.
All of them. I apologize to anybody.
Or the Holland, or the Netherlands, whichever fucking name don't actually finally go by. Like, what's the name of our country? Holland. No, Netherlands. What we call our people? Hollandaise. That's taken by the French. What can we call them? Dutch. It's like,
It's because every time they go out to dinner, man and woman both have to pay for themselves.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Hint. Also, thank you to our sponsors. You can support us by supporting them. Hint for our next episode. Just stay there. We'll get back to you in a few days. Dan,
I think I might know what it is.
Oh, well, we'll find out when we go to the after show. Ooh. That's where the real party begins, people. Dan, any words of wisdom?
If you are a big stinking hippie living out in the woods, don't go dancing naked by moonlight around little kids. And if you are going to do it, don't bring your dog for a walk next to it. Oh, and have a shower.
Bathe. Stop using that ointment in your hair. You think maybe the Joker was a werewolf because he asked Batman if he'd ever danced with the devil in a moonlit night? And I mean, that's
dance with the devil by the pale moonlight.
Pale moonlight. Pale moonlight. That's what it is. And
love that line.
Yeah. Maybe the Joker's a werewolf. Ponder it. Happy Halloween, everybody. Be safe out there. Check all your children's candy for the drugs that... It's ridiculous. The drugs cost too much for people to put them in candy and give them away for free. I mean, come on.
Especially not being able to look at the results of it.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. And
sugar's already a drug, man.
Yeah. If anything, that crack you put in that kid's Hershey's bar is probably going to calm him down from the sugar rush he's going to get after he goes trick-or-treating all night.
So I'm just going to hand out cigarettes. All the kids, there you go.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna skip the middleman and just hand out razor blades and handguns. Just fuck it. Here, there's no candy. Just here, go throw these at each other. Happy Halloween. Have a safe and fun. Go party, dress up. Don't be a stick in the mud.
And if that son of a bitch that stole my goddamn bag of sweets when I was a little kid is listening, fuck you, asshole.
Oh, dude, it was 2 years ago, I believe, that my stepson had his bag of candy stolen. And I was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, guy just ran up, stole it, ran off. Like, motherfucker. Like, I go through those bags when they come home, so I know what I want to take to work with me. And you just stole food out of my house. Motherfucker. All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We'll see you.
Bye.